geometric identities again. And we've got a problem on the board you're thinking about. Say that again. Sine squared plus cosine squared.
What's that last thing?
Cosine. Okay, so you're staring at this problem, you're going, what in the world do I do? And you're like, well, okay. No, it's okay. So, again, what can we do? We can use we can factor, we can do fractions, right? We can do sine or cosine, or identities. CS. 5 cosecant. So, what's your first thought when you look at this list as to how I can apply it to that? David, what did you say? So you want to change it to sine and cosine? Okay, let's try it. Okay, already sine and cosine, right?
Yeah.
What's secant? Christian? Good. And Lindsay, what's cosecant? It's okay. Nope. 1 over sine. There you go. Good correction. All right. Now, and the humdrum of rewriting, right? And again, some of you are very unorganized. These are essential that you stay that organized line by line. Sorry. I just like being muted. Write that down. We'll talk about it. All right, so we've changed to sine and cosine, right? Okay, that's a great question, Montaigne. Can you say it louder? Is there any way to factor here at all? There's really not, just at this point. Maybe useful in the future. Because I have to have the same term, right? Nothing. Spencer, that's a great question. What do you suggest?
Splitting up the two, make it 7 sine or cosine or cosine plus 5 cosine.
That's a lot of work.
Here's what he said.
That was a lot of work.
We're, instead of adding two fractions together, we're actually splitting it. This is what he said. Right? Sorry?
Yeah, you have the same exact.
Hannah, repeat.
Is that longer thing, is it just the same as what's over there?
These.
Yes,
Oh, are these the same? Are they?
Yeah, aren't they?
How?
It's the exact
Okay,
same thing.
now what's that called? Like which one of these four is it?
Factoring.
You're factoring, so tell me what to cross out, Alexis.
I just get.
I have a question.
Wait,
Look
the bottom.
at this.
The bottom. The bottom.
Look at this. What do I cross out?
Sine.
And?
Do they still equal this 7 cosine and 5 sine?
Yeah? Oh, okay, I'm not ignoring you, I
Okay,
promise.
so I'm like, are we starting over or are we continuing?
Are those equivalent? Yay! shop for joy.
Okay, so we're just continuing from that spot.
Yeah, no,
to
this
the
is
next step.
one continuous.
Okay, because I'm like, are we restarting? What's
Yeah,
happening?
No, no. Okay, so our first step here is change it to sine and cosine.
Okay.
Perfectly legitimate. Right? And we just brought that down.
Okay, so. Okay.
This was the same, but here we split it with our fraction knowledge.
Okay.
Fractions have common denominators, right? That,
Yeah, because I'm like, let's go.
Damon.
Just,
I'm confused on the other side, because you just put 7 over cosine, so you just cancel out the 1.
The other side? Which side is that?
The 7 over
Left or right?
right.
Okay, here.
Yeah, right there. So you just cancel out the 1 there?
The one?
Yeah, because I copied
What one?
when you change secant and
Wait, hold on.
cosecant and 1 over sine and 1 over cosine, I copied that flipped instead of.
Why?
Because
But you're
it's going to be 7 over 1 over cosine and 5 over 1 over cosine. So
No. This is not a fraction already.
Yeah.
It's 7 times 1 over cosine.
Yeah.
Okay, glad we caught that. Nice question. Anybody else?
So then, it's like you verified my brain. So, then you factored after you split it up.
Yep.
Then you factored it, and so the signs cancel out.
Right.
Okay.
Then we have two equivalent expressions.
so are you done?
We're done? Yeah, as long as your left and your right expressions are equivalent, you're good. Yeah, Jake?
So if the numerator, 7 sine was 7 plus sine, you wouldn't be able to confuse about the sine.
No.
I just still got like that.
So we can't leave them in the 7 cosine and the 5 sine. We have to like make it into the secant and cosecant.
Here?
Yeah. We can't leave it there.
You can leave it here.
We can? Oh.
These are equivalent, right?
Yeah, I thought they were. I just thought.
Again, all your-
above.
Here's what your end goal with these is to have two equivalent expressions.
Oh, now I can want to. Oh, okay. I see now. I can write it down.
Same as the right.
All right.
If you get that, you're done. You don't have to don't do any more work. You don't need to. You can make it a little cleaner if you want to, right?
How would you make that cleaner?
Well, you could rewrite it
Oh.
without all the crossed out stuff in it, but we're good. Yeah, your identity is now verified.
Wait, so what is the answer?
It says, the directions would say verify the identity. And to do that, you need to have two equivalent expressions.
Oh.
All right, let's try another one. I think we smashed some barriers there. Sign over. Side conversation. Yeah, I always double check that I wrote it down right. See what, yeah, we did. Okay. Quentin, we haven't heard from you yet today. You see this problem? What's your first thought? Cosine over. Yeah, you got it. Okay. How about cosecant? We're changing the sign, this is gut reaction, this is changing the sine and cosine.
Why?
Oh, because it's something you can do, right?
So the steps.
How do you know which one to do?
Yeah, how do you know why can't it?
Let's write it down. I'll kind of give you a little tip there. Okay. She said change the sine and cosine. I changed it to sine and cosine. The question is, how did he know to do that? Okay.
Because
So, look,
Yeah, but how do you know how to change it? Like I knew it needed to be changed, but how would I change it?
so, okay, look at, what are your 4 options again? Y'all are freaking out, and you only need to think about 4 different things. Can I factor this?
No,
Can I do fraction math?
no,
That's possible, but it'd be kind of a mess. Sine and cosine. It's kind of one of our go-tos, honestly. Because I can change these all to sine and cosine. Okay. Because if I put them all in terms of sine and cosine, things can start to reduce most of the time.
So you can just change whatever to
Okay. No, cosecant is 1 over sine. It's very purposeful. Now, what does this fraction become? It's copy dot flip, right?
So, if part of the equation is already sine and cosine, you're going to change sine and cosine. Does that mean you don't change it like in the first one?
Say that again.
So if like part of the equation is already sine and cosine,
Yeah, don't
then
worry
you
about
change
it.
it?
Don't worry about it. Okay, so we got fractions here. We've changed them to nicer expression. This has a common denominator, so it's no, it is. I'm just verifying that it is.
so you did copy out the
So the left side becomes 1.
Ah, look at that. That's an identity, right? Is there an identity for this that we've talked about?
B sine squared, right?
I have a question. Where is this
And
coming
then you can Oh.
All right, yeah, I just did a lot. Okay. Okay. Side conversations. Clear your mind. This is an identity. Sine squared plus cosine squared is 1. Pythagorean identity. This 1 minus cosine squared equals sine squared is also an identity.
Why?
Okay. Look at your identity sheet. Or the notes from Thursday. This is in your notes from Thursday. I don't expect you to remember these. What I expect you to know is to have that 4-item list in front of you and say, oh, can I use an identity? Because I recognize this from before. And is there any way to manipulate this side? There's an identity, right? And then this is 1. Okay? So I'm expecting you look at those 4 items every time you have something up here, and you determine which one you think would be best to use and execute. Okay?
So 1 minus cosine squared is the identity which means that equals sine
Equals sine squared.
squared. So that is okay, that identity.
All of these are on your identity sheet.
Did you like pass that out or is it on Classroom?
It's on Classroom. The first thing out.
The top of Classroom is the unit circle handout. The second page is the identities. I usually print it front to back. That's why it's together.
Wait, 1 second,
If you're good, there's a worksheet posted on Classroom 5 problems.
Wait, when is that due? Okay.
Well,
Are you gonna pick up the wrong?
I'm going to ask you for a grade here in about 2 minutes. Odd.
And that's our homework, so.
There are some easier ones, there are some more difficult ones. So
Yes.
that's it.